Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. This is our achievement run that we are pushing to get our Carnivore Challenge achievement completed. We have quite a few things to do in this episode, none other than continuing getting the calories for the challenge. So let's hop to it. Let's see, what do we have in the printing pod? We have Auto, which is another duplicate with supplying and research, gains attribute bonuses during meteor showers, or in Luddite? Yeah, probably saying that incorrectly. Or we've got Ruby with no positive traits, cannot do digging errands, snores loudly, and decreased learning. Oh boy. Or a Pufflet. I'm gonna put a big X on the Pufflet. Don't want that right now because they excrete lumps of slime. We're just gonna get some shine Nymph eggs. I think extra ones of these will be good for helping remove the slime lung out of the tiles that have slime. So that's what we're gonna do. We have 14 duplicates and we're kind of teetering on the edge of having too much calories to not enough made. So let's just keep it simple. Let's double check the achievement. Where are we with the Carnivore Challenge? Let's scroll up here and take a peek. Okay, we're at a little bit over halfway. 204,000 out of 400,000 calories with 43 cycles left. That's pretty good. We're on the right path, I think. And we have the locavore, so we can plant stuff if we want to, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. Not until the Drecklets are born. So let's sweep up some of this. I need to finish up the Drecklet area. I think that's 96. Yeah, that's 96. Okay, they can't reach this area, so we'll just put another ladder over here. We aren't doing too much in this region. I kind of sectioned it off so we wouldn't have to continually provide oxygen to it. We might need to do something about this carbon dioxide, though. It's getting a little bit out of hand. I would like to get dust cap and just grow it, but we'd need to dig in the germy slime lung area to find dust cap. I think I saw some around here. Buddy Bud. Sweetles are nice to have if you can plant the grub fruits and then have them tend to the grub fruits, but they're also really expensive on the sulfur, so we're not gonna go into that for quite some time. We just want to focus on the Carnivore Challenge first, get that out of the way, and then move on to the next achievement. Okay, they did all of that. Can we? No, we cannot. Okay, so we're gonna dig a little bit more so the water can spread out, and you know, I wonder if it'll. No, that won't be much of a difference. And then let's look at the gases. Okay, so it starts at 59 degrees Celsius. By the time it's down here, it's back up to 25. Right as it comes out of here, it is negative 2.1. Let's look at the temperature gauge. So things are cooling off around the pipe, which is good. I think, did we finish this? We did. Okay, so what we can do is change to the disconnect. Pause it. Disconnect here. Disconnect here. Up, down, up, down. So now it's just going to go up all the way into the colder biome and then down again. So instead of it coming out of this at -2.8, I think it'll be a little bit colder. We'll come back in a moment. Let's see. Wow, we really ate through all of that barbecue. That's a happy hatch. Reminds me of my cat. Every time we groom the cats, they love it. They'll sit in your lap forever if you continue to groom them. At least that's how my cats do it. Okay, what else were we going to do? Ah, yes. We are going to create a area for the science. So we need one of you. One of you. Materials study. We want to put the radiation stuff here. And then what I will do is we're gonna add a we're gonna put one of the warts here because they give off radiation. It's not a ton, but it's plenty to create the research station. Change that going to the right. And then we are going to need some automation. We aren't going to do any of this right now. I'm not going to... I'm going to disable this because I don't want it to be running right now. It's too expensive on the load of that. It's 480 watts. It's really, really expensive. There we go. Probably add some more of these. Okay. So now let's take a peek at the gas. So it's coming out at 60 degrees Celsius right there. And before it was coming out of the cold biome at -2 degrees Celsius. Let's see, what do we have now? It is... No, we're not looking at carbon dioxide. We're trying to look at the -4. So it's a little bit more. -6.3, -7.5, -8. Yeah, so it jumped a few degrees lower, which is what we were trying to accomplish, right? We weren't making it a super crazy cooling loop. All we did was add a little bit extra piping. If I wanted to, I could change this to a more thermally reactive pipe. So I could go to like a radiant gas pipe made out of copper, and it allows the extreme temperature change. But I don't really need that too much. So Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go like this. Let some of this come out so we can... We'll need to keep an eye on that. Because if we look... Yeah, we're a little bit over. Now, let's go back to that. See what I mean? How the pressure gets built up, and then we need to make sure that we go back and allow it to continue its sending of the hydrogen. Otherwise, this might get too backed up, and then it might not run properly. Okay, let's take a look at our room overlay. We have our laboratory. Great. Let's get rid of these right here, in here. So the next step would be we could create another setup like this on the other side and just meet in the middle if we wanted to. Probably not necessary right now. Actually, you could just look to see. So we've got 771 kilograms of oxygen consumed. So we're teetering because the day before it was at 819, 609. So it's going up and down, and it looks like we are kind of close. But we'll see how that goes. We'll just keep an eye on it and change it if we need to. Okay. Another attribute increase. Machinery skill, +3. Okay. I wonder if that's going to be applicable to like a power room where you're generating power. Oh boy, we're running out of calories. We need to up the mush bars. We're up to 33 hatchling eggs that are not inside of the incubators at the moment. That's a good chunk of eggs. Oh man, I saw, was it 89%? 89%. So some of these are going to start hatching, and hopefully my plan works. Otherwise, we're going to have to do something about the chamber here. Probably just do a critter sensor, and then the door will close if the critter sensor turns on or sends a green signal. Eventually we are going to make a chlorine bathroom with this. Not bathroom, but a chlorine bathroom. I just haven't really decided on how I want to do that just yet. Okay, we are almost done with that room. We've got quite a bit of that going on. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start. I like to be a little proactive. I'm not quite ready to move on to another setup just yet, but I want to have it ready, right? Because again, this showed up again, but I feel like we're closer to the actual needs than it's saying that we are. Because if you know, just take a look at your oxygen, how does it look? I mean, we could do a little bit better down at the bottom here. Could probably get a carbon dioxide filter, or just pump the carbon dioxide into a reservoir, something like that. And then a lot of the stuff up here is not filled with oxygen. So in this case, I'm just going to start it. If I need it, great. I will just go ahead and just add another one. So I will do that. Once all this is out of the way, because I want everything out of the room. More skills. Let's take a peek. Let's see, we have one of everything except for construction. So let's just add construction to Marie. I didn't see anybody that was like proficient in it, but okay. So I think what I want to do is add a door. And then we want to add a couple of these. I don't think I'm going to add an actual door. I'm just going to add some insulated tile here, and then get rid of that row. So we have a secondary area if we want to throw piping down here and around. At least this seems like we're doing the right thing here, because I don't want any of the stuff to get too hot, melt, jump inside the base, put icky water where it shouldn't be. Can't tell you how many times that's happened. See, now we can sweep up this water, just mop it up. And then they will use that for either creating the using the micro musher, or we can do research. So that's what that'll be utilized for. We are not doing the material studies terminal yet. Soggy feet. Not soggy feet. We need some more of these to hatch. Let's see here. Most of these are good. We kind of have some of this done. Let's just double check our colony summary. Okay, we did do the locavore, so I don't have to worry about putting mealwood down. And we're not even gonna use this for ourselves. All we're gonna do is put the other, what are they called? Drecklets. We're gonna put the Drecklets in here. So we want no, we don't need a critter feeder since we're gonna have the two different mealwoods. And then we want, you know what? I'm gonna throw another incubator down. Critter drop off. That's what we need. And then stations. We need a grooming station. Right, let's triple check. I didn't ruin anything yet, did I? Nope. Nothing. Everything looks good. Sweet. So that seems like it's going well. Not a ton of calories, but plenty, I think, to get through the day. Let's add some more to the queue. Oh wow, negative 14 degrees Celsius. That's good. A lot of this stuff is chilly. Seems like the temperature is balancing out, which is good. We want that. We don't want it to be super hot or super cold. We want it kind of be in the middle where it looks kind of green like this. What do we throw in here? We want Drecklets and Dreckos. And then this incubator on the end, we are going to throw Drecklet eggs in. Unreachable food. Oh, well, that's not helpful. Nothing's hatched in here yet. We need to change the priority of this stuff. Even though in our schedule here, a couple of them have cooking as their highest. Yeah, we need to make everybody that can cook on there a higher priority. There we go. Unreachable food 3. We've got hungry duplicants. Hurry. Hurry, Frankie. Hurry. There we go. They're all sleeping. Does that mean... It does mean we have 4 people on the same schedule. We need to move Bonnie. There we go. More! We're in kind of a lull where we don't have a lot of stuff, a lot of hatchlings yet. So we need to keep making the mush temporarily. There we go. Plenty of eggs. 81%. %. Oh man, 2 cycles and we'll have a ton of calories. We'll just have to hold out for 2 cycles. Some of these will hatch in this about the same time, so okay. Alright, so all of this is pretty much done over here. We can start creating this. There we go. We're just going to make another one. Why not? We have the capabilities. We haven't done research in a while. But we have to focus on the calories, so we can't do too much else. Well, I mean, I suppose we can do some research. Let's see, what else can we do? Plastic manufacturing. Oh, we can get the orange science, but enclosed telescope, space scanner. There's some neat stuff. Why don't we get the desalinator? Never know when you're gonna need that. Change the salt water and the brine into regular water. So you can kind of see it's like a little bit of no? Oh, there's salt. So where there's salt, there's probably brine, would be my guess. May has earned a skill point. Okay. There we go. Alright. Most of the duplicants are full. They've had some not so great things to eat, unfortunately, but we will get plenty of calories pretty quick. There we go. So this will give us hydrogen in this room. We want it all the way at the top, probably 2 to 3 tiles tall. Okay, it is a stable. Building lacks resources. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Since everything is just going to keep being made as we get it. Wow, everything seems to be getting done at a relatively quick pace. I'm pleasantly surprised. And then what we want is, you see, this is what happens. Hydrogen gets too backed up, and then you start seeing hydrogen go elsewhere. So we're gonna build this, and what's gonna happen is it's going to send out enough oxygen to where it's gonna turn these into the larger oxygen. See how in here it's a little bit bigger? This one of the hydrogen is bigger than these guys that are kind of white on the outside. When they're white on the outside, that means that they can be combined into a larger one. So if we had a secondary system creating oxygen, it's just going to turn these oxygens into the bigger 1,000 grams of oxygen instead of about 500. So this is just going to combine from here on the other side over to this one. Lots of mush fry. More skills. Every time I turn around, someone has a new skill. Well, that's not good. Why is your morale low? Well, we can't give you more skills. So, not if your morale is low. This will be done soon. So we've swept up plenty of the water. Even though we want them to use the pitcher pump, it's not a big deal. See, everything seems to be turning a little bit closer to that green color that we want to see. So nothing is getting too hot. %, 98%. Okay, this is going to be the moment of truth in this cycle. We are going to see if the way that I have this done is going to work or not. All right, research done. $63, $94, $72, $91, $80, $90, $86, $56, $72, $77. So that's good. Oh man, another regular hatch egg from the stone hatch. Unreachable food. Who is unreachable food? Alright, what do we got this time? More pip eggs. We cannot afford another duplicate at the moment because of the food. So we're going to hold off just until we can keep feeding them properly. So there's one more pipe that needs to get done. There we go. Okay. We have mush fry. Go eat. I know it's not great food, but you need to eat. I know. Frankie's almost done. There you go, Liam. The next day there will be plenty. All of these are gonna hatch at like the same time. That is that's sad, actually. Oh, we need to do more mush bars. Just need to create a bunch. Just have them sitting around. What are we doing here? Who's the cook right now? Who is our cook? Well, Liam's tired. Liam's going to bed. Here's a hatch, right here. Okay, so look at the hatchling hatched inside of the little drowning pool room and hatched pretty much in the air and is drowning. So eventually they will drown, and then we will get more food in the process. Uh-oh. Here. What we're going to do, just to make sure we don't have any issues, there we go. So we're getting meat from 2 different sources. Why is nobody doing this? I do not understand. Thank you, Liam. I was a little concerned. Just a skosh concerned about the starvation. Let's see, are we getting close? No, we're fine. This will give us 4,000 cal. Lots of meat. Yeah, lots of them are going to get done at the same time. Okay. Now that this room is full of hydrogen, We'll send all the rest of it back up the pipe. And we'll just mimic this, right? See, this is just a nice, easy, simple setup that you can do to make it no. We'll have to flip this around to make it work. But this is just a nice setup to have. There is a way to fix this hydrogen, and when I look at it later, I will come back to that shortly. There we go. So now we should have plenty of food for a while. Lots of barbecue. Higher priority on the yeah. See? We have a bunch of hatchlings in here. Let's see. Yeah, we have like 2 or 3. But this is going to work to our advantage. It's right next to the cook. It's all about setting yourself up for success. And this is, I think how I'm doing it is going to work. All right, let's take a peek here. What are we at on the carnivore challenge right now? So we're at 224,000 out of 400,000. We have 40 cycles remaining. So if we did some quick math, we're gonna take a look. So 400,000 minus 224,040. That leaves 175,960. Let's divide that by 40 cycles remaining. That means we need to eat at least, at a minimum, about 4,400 calories of meat per cycle to reach it at cycle 100. But I think at the rate that we are doing it, I think we're going to get there beforehand. Especially when we have like 7 eggs hatching at the same time, and then we have oodles of barbecue, and then lots of eggs right here. See, they just drowning chamber successful. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? Okay, they're getting rid of that. Alright, so this is going to wrap up this episode. I think that things are going well, and we are progressing at a nice steady pace. Next week, I will be out of town again for week 2. I have some of the episodes planned already ahead of time, so they should be coming out at the same pace. I shouldn't be missing any. Every day releasing at 8 a.m. just like normal. So that should be that's the plan, at least. It's going to be dependent on if I get home on Tuesday or Wednesday, but as of right now, I have a couple of videos in queue, and we shouldn't have any videos missed. But anyways, hope you are enjoying the content. I know it's a little slow going right now. The plan is to actually complete the Carnivore Challenge, and then once that's complete, we will probably use the medium speed and maybe even the fast speed setting, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. That's it for this one, folks. We will talk to you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.